Let me just chop an intro for him, right? He is an award-winning editor of 40 Sticks on Netflix, post-production powerhouse behind Disney's Team Sayari, and now the visionary director on Air, a bold thriller that is set in Nairobi's radio station. And of course, he writes, he directs, he produces. He's a legend in this industry and so incredible as a human being, until I'm running out of mate. He's known as Edwin Nyongesa. Welcome to the show. You're also known as
AKA Edu G.
Yes, sir.
AKA Mr. Young One.
Allah. Okay.
Amekuja na AKA. Ulikuwa nafikiria ni wewe tuko na AKA.
Nyongesa pia mimi.
Oh, my friend. Welcome to the studios.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. This is a nice space. It looks really good.
This is a dream come true.
For sure.
Just to meet you and talk to you and have a conversation with you for this whole entire hour.
Thank you so
much.
much.
We like to start our stories from where your journey began. What inspired you or interested you into film and what you do as a writer, as a producer, as an award-winning, hey, all those things. What made you start that journey?
Yeah, so you have more than an hour?
Yes. Well, we'll try to compress all of it.
All right, cool. So, nilianza as msanii, music first. Then, in fact, now we started DJing. I started DJing first.
Shock.
So I was DJing with DJ Edu's small brother. It was called Sido. So we used to train together in South B. We're just, Ed was the OG.
Yes.
So we used to use his equipment and his vinyls to DJ. Yes, we learned to DJ on vinyl. And then so I used to carry his crates when he's going to play events. I used to go
2 a.m.
Right. Yes, but so now that's where now I developed an interest in music. Started recording music. There was a space. There was a church. There's Catholic church in South B.
Yes, I know it. I actually wanted to get married there.
So the basement, all the Wasanis used to go there to record music. So that's where we used to connect, do the beats, and go to a studio called Hills Media. It was at South B Shopping Center. So we'd go record songs there. I had a song with Raftone, When You're Still on the Come Up, When You're Still Secular, Masimira. So then we were like, okay, we have our songs, but no one can shoot for us our videos. So now I was like, okay, cool. So since no one can shoot videos, then we just start shooting for them, for ourselves. Then that's where now my interest in film came in. And then I'm like, oh man, I find more fulfillment when I do film, when I create images. And so I just redirected myself towards film, but I never really left music at all.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I've known you way back. Actually, let me just give you flowers because thank you guys. Actually, you gave me a leeway and accepted me, showed me the loops. So let's just talk about the journey Blackstar.
Yeah.
All this. Go back to Blackstar.
So Blackstar, I came on board when the train was already moving.
Okay.
So that was it broke off from Code Red.
Yeah.
So you had the original Code Red, and then now Blackstar was an offshoot of that. Yes, splinter of that. So I joined in as the TV side. So I came in with the TV aspect, and that's why we started doing the TV shows, the Wakilishas, the Rush Live. But in essence, Blackstar was a DJ unit, and then now they decided to be a multimedia solutions provider, and that's when we set up the TV unit and the film unit, and that's when now we started growing now with Blackstar. And I'm sure you came in on the DJ side,
Yeah,
right?
I came on the DJ side.
Yeah,
yes.
so you guys for events, now we used to do events, DJs, and TV and film. Yeah. That's where we began. Yeah.
So you worked as an editor, colorist, and producer. How have these roles shaped you to the approach to the sector?
It's pretty much you enjoy doing it. I like what I'm doing because I'm doing what I like. So for me, it's easy. I look forward to actually creating. For me, the process of creating is after it's done, you go okay, now the journey is much better than the destination for me.
Is it?
Yeah.
And the harder the project, the more interesting it is for you.
Yes, exactly. Because once I feel like it's not, when I get too comfortable, then I know, okay, it's not challenging enough, so maybe I'm not in the right space. But once I find something that's going to make me think outside what I'm normally used to, then I know, okay, comfortably I'm home. Yeah.
So, Edu, what has been your biggest creative influences, both locally and internationally?
In terms of music or film?
All round.
Business-wise or creative-wise?
Both,
also?
from the creative angle, actually.
Okay, from the creative, I think when it comes to film, I have to look up to maybe someone like 50 Cent.
Oh.
Because he encompasses exactly what we are trying to do, and he's already doing it. Because from music to executive producing content and film and TV projects, and that's what we've been doing, but maybe on a smaller scale. Maybe because we're in Africa, we don't get the same shine, but literally in essence, we've been doing the same thing, right? That we just now want to elevate now to maybe one day we get to work on a co-production with him. Yeah,
with 50.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to me about On Air, the creative process, and how you just created the set, how you got the actors, the casting, everything about On Air.
So On Air is actually based off a true story.
Is it?
Yes. It's about something that happened, someone that actually committed a robbery. And then they were cornered in a house in Buru, and then they called into a radio station to plead for his innocence. So now we took that story and added our own vujeng just to give it that oomph, to just make it longer. So we actually stretched it out for 90 minutes. And it's set in one location. So you don't get to see them, you get to hear them. So everything is just in studio, but we're getting to hear people calling, giving their different opinions. This guy is going through this. So he's in the middle of, and this actually happened. He was in the middle of a shootout, but then he actually had time to call in a radio station and plead his case and try to say, guys, man, come and save me, man. Like, yo. But, again, it brings in those things of the moral dilemma, because now it plays now on the power of the media. And then at what point do you say, okay, we can't give this guy airtime? But then people are listening, and the advertisers are like, no, we can't be associated with this brand, but because he's doing something wrong. But then the people are listening, so they're caught between a rock and a hard place. So again, there's that thing of media, the media ethics, personal responsibility. Like even on the side of the thief. At what point did you realize that, like, okay, you live by this word, eventually you'll die by this word. And then now you get to see the divide, because when people were calling in, it depended on where you stayed. You'd side with the thief. So if you're from the hood, you're like, same as I showed them, as you guys, we are with you. But if you get from uptown, you're like, yo, kill all these guys, they're all back, So, yeah, so it's actually a very interesting story. And even when the movie begins, we actually tell you to watch with your ears. So I actually did the launch, and a lot of guys actually, when they watched the film, they were already invested in who they are siding with, because you live there. It was actually an emotional roller coaster for most of the people who attended the premiere. They actually enjoyed it, and most of the guys who've watched already, because we're streaming it on our own platform. So a lot of guys who have watched it and have experienced it, one reaction that I get is that I didn't expect this, because I don't know if Kenyan productions are, I don't know. But
they're getting there. They're getting there.
No, we're exactly where you're supposed to be. That's what I say. So they really big it up. They say, that was a good movie. It left us thinking and talking,
sparking conversation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so from Wakilisha to Rush Live, as a creative and as a producer, how do you tell your stories? How do you decide what is going to do what is going to work? The concept behind it, how to present it, package it for guys can consume, like us, like the way we grew up, just glued to the screen, waiting for Wakilisha and Rush Live.
So we have a team, so there's a creative team that we go through. We have a checklist that we actually do for every production that we're about to do. We actually have a checklist that we go through and tick and see whether it meets the checklist, the threshold, and then we produce it. If it doesn't meet the threshold, we're like, okay, maybe next time. But there's actually a checklist we have before we actually produce anything, and see whether it meets the threshold for production. So that's the creative process begins there. First and foremost, the story has to be interesting. The concept and idea has to be really out of this world. Because, okay, there's nothing new in the world, but then now we try and recreate it and repackage it to make it feel, okay, this is something fresh new. I've never seen this, or this has never been tackled in this type of way. So that's how we come up with the creative. And then now we decide, okay, we are going to do this. And together with the team, we say this is going to be our approach, and hope for, and see, we actually work backwards. We see the outcome, and then now we start working backwards to actually now achieve our intended outcome.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm so proud to be speaking to an award-winning editor. Editing is tough.
Yeah.
Tell me the process for 40 Sticks.
So, they say a story is told thrice.
Yes.
When it's written, when it's filmed, and when it's edited. So 40 Sticks was interesting. It was an enjoyable process, because the crew involved, the director Gatonye, the producer Faki, his wife Betty, Lucas Ogopa, all involved in the process. So it was very easy, because those are creative minds. So putting it together, they gave me their idea, their vision, whatever they had captured, and told me, okay, you just make it hot with that direction. So that's what we did. So it wasn't that difficult because again the team was strong, and the ingredients already that were already cooked up were already good enough. So it was interesting. It was dope.
So from winning Kalasha with the watch you just spoken about 40 sticks, how do you approach editing and directing?
For you to be a good director, you have to be a good editor, or vice versa. Because as a director, if you have an editor's mind, you'll intentionally know what to capture.
Yes.
Right? Because you're seeing the edit.
Yeah.
So you know, okay, this take, I need this angle. I need this actor to behave like this because I know I'll use it in the edit in this in this way. So you have to be a good editor. So it's a very good marriage. You have to understand that workflow.
Yeah.
So for me it comes easy because I know what I want at the end, so I know what to ask of the actors.
It's very interesting. There's a time we were having a conversation with Abstract, and we was thinking that acting is just one take. There are so many angles to it. Can you speak about that a bit?
So it depends if you're David Fincher, you'll do 1,000 takes for one angle, right? But then us guys, we have to keep it moving also. It depends also with your style. Like if the actor does a good take,
yes,
and you're happy with it, you print. You just say that was a good take. Print, let's keep it moving, right? Even constraints because of time. Someone has given you a location for a certain amount of time. The budget that you have again locks you down. So it's usually because a lot depends how you've prepared your pre-production and how you've prepared your actors. Because one thing we tell our actors, don't read the lines, become the character, right?
Very true.
Yeah. So a lot of the ones I've been privileged to work with very, very up and coming and good actors. Like our casting is usually, we never do an open call.
Oh, is it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll just reach out to like a couple of friends, like, boom, okay, who do you think? Oh, yeah,
that this role is good enough for, yeah?
Yeah, send me.
Interesting.
I don't like having 1,000 people in an audition
waiting to be hoping to be casted. The worst thing about being an actor is the rejection, and you're not told no. They just never call you back.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, in the same breath, I wanted to ask, which you literally answered. There's that one actor or actress sitting out there, like I just see the same cast over and over, and you said, when am I gonna get that chance? What you guys? What makes you decide that Diana is going to play this role and that Diana is going to do this, Abstract can do this, Abstract can fit here? Because they try, like you said, I know a lot of people who go to Kenya National Theatre. The cast are being called there.
Yeah.
Paka, they can just trying and trying. They can actually do the lines, they can become the character like you said, but they never get that chance.
So for all the other producers and directors it's different, but for us we normally pick new actors. Like even all the movies that I've done, I work with people who I know. You can always spot someone and say that one is going to be the future, right? Like even the star for On Air is called Matai Orlando. Like we worked with him 4 years back, and I told him one day I'm going to use you for a role, and this role actually I told him this role is for you, right? We worked with Wanjira, One Love, amazing actress. We worked with Dennis Muturi, amazing actor, right? So we worked actually with actors who are on the come up. They have not done anything major, but then now, like, they are very, very good. So that's what I look for. Like, I look for actors who I know that there's something, they just need that opportunity, right? So so for me that's how we work.
Working on an international production like Team Sayara, what did you learn from that experience?
That thing of when Michael Joseph said Kenyans are very peculiar.
Yes.
I think because we're working with the South Africans, Portuguese, Americans, I think they discovered we are very peculiar. So they work differently. South Africans work differently from Kenyans. How they communicate first and foremost, they don't talk to you, they talk at you.
Okay.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
So when you talk to a Kenyan, you can't talk at them. Watakutupia mkono kwambi
kwani nahitaji uishi.
And literally some guys did that on that project. It reached a point where we now had to find a striker balance.
Yes.
So it was interesting because now we get to learn their culture, how they operate, and so you learn how to navigate around them. You become a Kofi Annan in this situation because now you know how to manage the expectation. Yeah. So working international, you manage the expectations.
Do you manage the expectations properly?
Exactly. Exactly, because you learn their culture very well. You understand, oh, so this is how they work.
Yeah.
Okay, so you try and understand them and manage the expectation. Yeah.
Okay, for me as a DJ, my biggest fear is my hard drive not working, my laptop not powering, getting the wrong mixer. What are the biggest challenges you ever found happen to you on set, off set, while producing, and how did you come out of it?
So whenever we do anything, we say whatever can go wrong normally goes wrong.
Oh no.
So we are prepared. Even we have a plan B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So there's A, we know, okay, if this camera fails, we have a backup. If this sound fails, we have a backup. If no, we have a backup. So we are always like prepared. That's because of pre-production. So we are always prepared, even in terms of our footage. Like your footage has backup and the backup has backup. So that even if one drive crashes,
battery dies, lights go off.
Exactly.
You're prepared.
We are always prepared. That's one thing about filmmaking, that you have to always be prepared, like a scout. So we are always prepared.
You're currently working on an animation.
Yes.
What is that journey like?
The animation is interesting. I'm actually working with an amazing actress called Dana Njuguna. I don't know if you guys have heard of her. Amazing actress. So she's the lead of this film. It's called Thrifted. It's actually Kenya's first animation horror.
Horror?
Yes.
We're going into Hollywood.
Exactly.
Good thinking.
So it's animation horror.
Yeah.
First of its kind in Kenya. We're using actually mocap suits. The same way they do Avatar is the same way we are shooting Thrifted.
Yes.
So it's been an interesting experience. Yeah, we've been learning a lot. You can call me Sir Lands a lot.
Sir Lands a lot. Way.
I've learned a lot on this project.
What have you learned?
That actually we can do it. Yeah, because you see it on, you watch the behind the scenes, you're like, wait, this is difficult. Okay,
With
so
the green thing is...
actually, no, they're wearing the suit, right?
They're wearing the suit?
Exactly. So she's in a suit. So we're testing it, and I have an amazing animator called Edwin Nyongesa.
Yes.
We've partnered with Black Rhino because we're going to create an experience, right?
Yes.
So the whole idea, we're calling it Thrifted, the haunting experience. Right?
That sounds interesting.
There's one thing I've always wanted to know, and a couple of people have been asking. So, like me, I go gigs, get the MOOC, artist, although they always complain, there's copyright, they get the money. As a director and the actors, how do you guys make your money?
So it depends. So actors, it's depending on what you negotiate. So most actors, you just pay, they want to be paid one-off and it's a wrap for them, right? Then they get their check and they leave. But for now, so long as you own, like if you own the IP, like if you're the production house, now it's on you, the onus is on you to make sure that, because you have investors also. So people have invested in the film, you have to get their money back, because it's just like any other business, right? So if you put money in, you expect money back, and you're with profit, right? Yeah, so that's how it goes. So we make money if the movie is sold, picked up, licensed, distributed, but it's an IP in perpetuity.
That's the thing I wanted to understand, right? I may decide that I just want a one-off check, right?
Yeah.
But you guys go and sell the film for such a huge amount.
Yeah.
On big networks.
Yeah.
Do I come back and say, guys, you're making a lot of money, so cut me another check? How does it work?
Like you said, you don't get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let's move on to what else you're doing, right? You were telling me about a game that you're creating, which is quite interesting.
Yes. So I'm working with an amazing team. We've created a game called EndoQuest.
EndoQuest.
Yeah, the lead of the team is Atisha, and we have our CTO called Neraj, who has been handling the back end and creating the game. So the game is a fun way and interactive way of how people can learn about endometriosis. We're actually launching it next month on the app stores.
Yes.
Yeah, it's currently in the process of approval. So now we're going to launch it next month. So it's actually a fun and interactive way of how people can learn about endometriosis. Yeah, I know it's a situation that affects 1 out of 10 women so it's
I know about it.
Yeah, so we're creating something around that so that people can be aware, because even just because Njambi was a friend of ours. So whatever, we understand what they go through.
Yes.
So we are trying to create something that can raise awareness, because a lot of people in Africa, in Kenya, don't understand that it affects a lot of women, right?
Yes.
They think, painful period, so
that's it.
That's it. But then there's actually this underlying condition.
Yes.
That is a monster that's actually destroying a lot of lives, right?
Yes.
So we decided, okay, how can we tackle this situation? Let's make it into a fun, interactive way of learning about the condition, right? Even now it's like a game. So you play the game, and you're also learning about the condition.
I love that. And anybody can play it, right?
Anyone can play
That
it.
is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a proper edutainment kind of fun, huh?
Yeah.
Edutainment.
Exactly.
I do it. I see what you did there.
So I'll tell you, me at some point through the journey, I've always been like, you know what, since I can't get these gigs, let me just give up. Have you ever had that moment like you're like, man, I can't do this anymore? There's no the deals you're shooting, you're not getting that audience, that reception that you've always expected. How did you deal with that?
So that's a constant thing that you always deal with, right? It never ends, right? So you never like stop, because you don't know what's going to go through and how people are going to react to it. So rejection becomes part of the process, like you said. So it's not even, someone told me something profound the other day. It was a musician, up and coming musician. I think that one is going to be the future. She's like a 24-year-old. I met her at the CMB studios, Magnum Studios. She's called Amor. Okay. She told me rejection is just redirection. Right? So I'm like, yo, so profound, man. I'm finna use that. Yeah. So, so for you, when you take that mentality,
yes,
I think it really helps you overcome all those things like, oh man, this didn't work out. But as they say, as men, you just have to wake up and face the day. You can't say that, I'm done. Yeah.
What was the best piece of advice you ever received about just the journey you have gone through, from editing to producing to writing? What was the best piece of advice?
Best piece of advice that I gave myself, I had from somewhere.
You had from perfect. From somebody and yourself.
Yeah. Okay, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of advice even that I take, like for example, that one, because I'll pay attention to what people are saying. There's one down, like for rejection, is redirection.
It's redirection.
Right? It's not something that to dishearten you. And also, like, do what you like because you like what you're doing. Don't do it for the sake of, right? So enjoy yourself, because life is too short, man. Nothing's ever promised tomorrow, today. Right? So enjoy what you're doing. You never know what's going to happen next. So as much as we think we're in control, and then also it's another thing I was taught, it's called the creed of randomness, right? It means that you're not in control of anything. So you just accept and say, okay, so it has happened. What do? You just keep moving.
Is there a moment that happened to you? Maybe a story you can tell?
Pretty much any filmmaker will tell you it's all the time. Right?
One particular project that you're like, yo, if it's meant to happen, it will happen.
Like pretty much every project that you undertake. Like, see, like you say, okay, I have no control, so be it. Like the clip song, when they say so be it. Yeah, so that's how it is. Like every project that you undertake, you'll always have that feeling of, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, well and good, I tried. Tomorrow we wake up and try again.
And move on.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Not a bad mantra. So do you think the Kenyan film industry has actually evolved from back the day to now? Are we getting that recognition that we deserve, both locally, internationally? Are we fabricating our stories based on the Wazungus more than... Are we telling stories enough, storytelling enough out there, like Africans? Or is it more of what whites are doing? We just fabricate it into what we want and then selling it out there?
I think, as we say, the industry is exactly where it's supposed to be. It's still in the process of actually achieving what it's meant to achieve. The stories that are out there, I think, are amazing. We are not so much focused on what the Western world is doing, because I'm seeing people actually shooting stories that actually they can resonate with. So I think we're exactly where we are supposed to be, and we are moving in the right path. Yeah.
For a filmmaker and a new filmmaker, where would you approach for funding? How do you go about approaching for funding for your films?
So it's something that I've learned, even something we're going to be teaching guys. It's more or less how to raise money for your projects, because it's actually like any other business. It's just writing a pitch deck and showing the profit, your how you're going to make the money back, the ROI. It's approach people, So like, for example, my projects, I approach very people in other professions, lawyers, doctors, engineers, right? So they want to see, like, so you pitch to them the idea, and then they say, okay, it looks like an interesting business, but then you also tell them, film is like any other biashara.
Yeah,
inaweza kosa kurudi.
Atita kosa kurudi. Where lazima irudi.
It's like, do you play the stock exchange? it's just like the stock exchange.
Yes.
You're not guaranteed a return.
Right.
So
right.
any other, there's no business that you're guaranteed a return. None at all. None at all.
Okay.
There's none at all. If you think of any.
Yeah, okay. But
Yeah.
we still go and create, right?
Yes.
So what's next? What's new? What's going on? Apart from everything we've talked about.
There's a lot happening. Like I said, we are working on projects with Prezo. I think that will be dope coming out. We have a couple of projects in the chamber with Magnum Studios and Illusion Studios also.
Cool.
So we're working on mini documentaries about the music scene in Kenya and also and a couple of artists and also other projects with Prez just as an executive producer. Because also want to bring him on that side and say, yo, let's run this whole 50 Hove type thing, type of strategy. Yeah. So pretty much in the terms of film, that's what is happening. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
So since you're a guru and you've been around for so long, what advice do you have for the young upcoming filmmakers and editors?
Actually, I don't like giving advice because everyone's journey is different.
True.
Yeah. So whatever works for me may not work for you. Yeah. No one size fits all. So you have to go on your own journey. Me, one thing I can tell you is that I know nothing. Yeah. So
But you keep learning something every day.
every day. So you go on your own journey, find out. All I can do is just blaze the trail and leave a path for you to follow. So if you're smart enough, you'll see that path and you'll follow it. So that's what we're trying to do currently. Just to blaze the trail and leave that path now. Yeah.
Let's go into the quick fire, right? A film that you wish you had directed.
Locally or internationally?
Either.
Damn, that's a tough one.
Come on now.
Directed or enjoyed? Because I can't take it from them. If it's Reservoir Dogs, like Quentin Tarantino.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Or I can't say I want because it would have
You
looked
wished.
different.
Yeah, it would have.
Yeah, I don't have that
But still.
Quentin Tarantino style. It would have looked different. So yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So most underrated Kenyan filmmaker.
Underrated Kenyan filmmaker.
Yeah.
When you say underrated, what do you mean?
Like they've done so much, but they never get the accolade, that recognition that they deserve.
I have never met one who's underrated.
I thought you'd say you.
Oh no.
Very true. You should have said because hey, some work you're doing, boss.
Oh no, no.
Boss.
That's a state of mind.
Yeah.
I don't believe I may not have the mass appeal, but I have the right appeal. So I know the people who will actually mess with me.
Yes.
Right? So
Yes.
I know those are the guys I'm targeting. I don't want the mass appeal. I want the right appeal. The guys who are kidogo but they have the chums. Those are the guys who I'm talking to.
I hear in film location is key. Where is your most favorite place to have shot or done something at?
Actually, I have no favorite place.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. This is just a film location.
Yeah.
It's the location is moved by the story. It's never the other way around.
You're never about location. It's about the way the film is moving with the actor.
Does the story need me to be there? Then we'll go there. Like we were shooting on top of Lonro House.
Yes.
Right. The story needed us to be there, so we were there, and it looked beautiful. Right.
Yeah.
We were shooting on Enterprise Road, Likoni Road. Yeah. We didn't think it'd come out like that, but it looked beautiful.
It looked really good.
Yeah, it was a different angle of the CBD or Nairobi.
Yes.
So again, the story took us there, not the location.
I like that.
Nice. So best editing advice you'd give someone, one sentence.
Best editing advice.
Yeah.
One sentence. Editing is a feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Editing is a feeling.
Yeah.
All right. Who's your dream collabo?
In terms of production,
All
co-producing,
all aspects.
like I said, I'd love to do something either with Ice Cube,
50
50 Cent,
Cent.
or be executive produced by Hove. Like, if we can come through and say, okay, we are investing in Africa, and yeah. Also, it'd be dope if the Kenyan Hollywood actors would actually come back and just even what is it called, co-sign a local production.
Yes.
If you have someone imagine you have someone like Eddie Gidegi coming and saying, yo, I watched that movie, it was fire.
Really nice.
He has opened eyes because he's in a different space, right?
Don't worry.
Yeah.
You're on Radio Generation. We open eyes.
Yeah, cool.
And we're going to tag all those people that you're talking about.
Exactly.
We're going to create magic over here.
For sure.
So best scene you've ever directed in everything you've done. You're like, this one, I like this one.
hey, you told me like you choose your best toy. Like who's your favorite child?
Come on.
No, let's
Who's
be
your
honest.
favorite
This was our best
child?
toy. This was
Who's
our
your
best
favorite child?
Eh?
But you never say it out publicly.
I know.
Because it might bring issues. So the best scene I've ever... Okay, when we're doing this Thrifted, the animation, the scene that I think that... Because I know it's going to be a bit... it's going to be a challenge in terms of what we are pushing the envelope with the tech. So it's when Dana was being... When she's acting out her possession, because she gets possessed. So she has to act out that scene. And seeing her do that, because it's, there are not many mock-up actors in Kenya. I think she is the first mock-up actor in Kenya, right? Mock-up means motion capture.
Yes.
With the she is the first. So seeing her do that in the suit, I was like, okay, this is going to be fire. I hope the animator can get this. So it was really dope to see that, that how she was moving as if she's being possessed.
Tell me, timelines when you're shooting a production. Do you normally have a certain timeline? Because sometimes we might shoot something this month, right? We're in October.
Yeah.
Now your production will come out, the whole entire content will come out 2 years later.
Yeah.
What's that all about? Is it that the process is too long, the editing process is too long to put everything together, takes really long? Is it the person or what is it?
So it normally depends it just depends with the project. If you guys had kubaliana on a timeline before the project, maybe something might have happened in between. But normally there's a production timeline. So usually when you see it's gone for too long, no, something has happened. Yeah, but normally you say like maybe because once you're going to pitch to someone, you have to give them a production timeline and live by it. Right? So usually if you see it's gone over, something happened then between, either an editor didn't want to do it, or they've changed, or the story has changed, the studio wants you to go back and shoot some more stuff. Yeah, so normally there's something that has happened, but it's never because that the person is lazy or whatever. Well, sometimes the person is lazy, maybe they just don't feel it.
True.
Yeah, but usually something has happened. There's usually a situation that has made the story or the film to delay.
For Kenyan production, does it, say for example I'm making a series, does it make sense to do the pilot or to shoot the whole 13 episodes? What works?
Again, it depends, because what I've learned over the years, a pilot would be much easier as opposed to shooting the whole season, because most of the people who would want to buy would want changes. Right?
See, I've learned something today. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So Edu, how do you unwind? How do you keep inspired outside your work? Like now Edu, leave Edu G Kando now.
Yeah.
Like this is Edu.
So, you have to have friends who you hang out with, people you just kick it, you kick it with, stories, catch up, laugh. Yeah, laughter is a good thing. So because I don't go to clubs anymore. So if you find me in a club, miani down, I've been forced. Or maybe it's been like, we are saying, hey, tunavunja mifupa kama bado meno iko, right? Yeah. And by 11, you're like, guys, I need to chomoka.
Trust me.
Right. I got a long day tomorrow.
Yeah. So obviously even the crew, at least with the squad, we know which days we'll patana. We say at least once a month, or maybe after a while we'll patana. We just go vunja mifupa. Yeah, so unwinding, maybe it's just when you're in the house, you're chilling, you're relaxed, because at least you step. I like my alone time, so you step away at least from all the noise, because you're always around people. So you step away and just regroup and recalibrate. Yeah.
How do you want to be remembered in the creative industry?
That's a tough one, Like the person who blazed the trail and left a path.
Say no more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you're doing editing and production and whatever it is that you've done, what else do you think you've been doing? And don't say chef.
I'm a good. I can cook up a good.
That's the new story. The lie that men say. Okay, go on, chef.
For real.
You can throw it.
Yo, I can throw it down. Man. Yo.
What especially, like what?
That's now. You want to choma your menu? Entrees ni kila kitu.
Yes, I have come to your digs. Tell me what you're making for us.
Obviously, I'll make for you guys some fish.
What kind of fish? Come on, give me details.
So the kawaida ile sasa ile kuna stew ile, yeah, maybe
how
make you some
stew?
It depends now. I'll have to ask, you have to ask you, would you like your stew
as thick as me?
Yes. Then we make it as thick as you. if you have, if I tell you that brown ugali,
Yes, sir.
and skuma, that traditional Luya skuma. Oh yeah.
Which one's the bebe?
Yeah. And then
Bus
you mix
with some milk.
Yes, and then they mix
And
it,
sleeps overnight kidogo like
Yo,
this.
fire. African cuisine.
Hey. Yani tushaanza kupika.
Yeah.
I'm already hungry.
So chef, maybe I don't know. Yeah, but I think I've never seen any other thing even since I was growing up. I just knew I'd be in the entertainment industry somehow, some way. Yeah, so it wasn't. There was nothing else. There was no plan B. Yeah.
Where you've gotten so far, if you were to write a letter to your young self, what would you say, what would you tell your young self?
In the end, it all works out.
Wow. So are you a night owl or a morning person?
It depends.
Whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah, it depends with the project. Sometimes you don't feel the morning. Sometimes you don't feel the night. Yeah, so it just depends with the mood.
Whatever mood you're waking up with, or slept with.
Yeah. Like, okay, cool. Today I can skooma, but I'm trying to avoid working at night because at the end of the day you also need that rest, right? The body needs to rest.
Very true. Who centers you?
Who
Centers you?
I guess maybe myself.
There's no person who centers you and tells you, hey,
there's no person.
Edu G is gonna be good.
Nah. You have to. You see, you can't depend on outside.
Okay.
You have to first center yourself before you can actually go look for help from someone, right?
Right.
So you have to center yourself first, and then now go outside, because you have to be 100% complete before you can go outside.
But when you need to go outside, who do you go outside for?
I have a team. I have people who I can talk to.
There's no one particular person you can talk to. It's because they're watching.
For which one? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Today is when?
Friday.
Today is when?
Thursday.
Thursday, yeah, for your Thursday person.
Now for Thursday, I'm easy. Yeah.
Who's nobody?
Thursday, there's no one.
Okay, for Wednesday, Friday.
Hey, now you're more secrets.
Hapana, ni nini unaficha? What is
lazima
it?
ufiche white,
Why?
you're a gentleman, don't kiss and tell. Yeah.
Hey, so Edu, if someone was to do a biopic, who would you pick?
Yes.
To do my biopic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now.
Yes.
I wouldn't want to do a biopic now because the story is not over.
It's not over.
Yeah.
But the story continues,
The
right?
story still continues.
All right. We truly appreciate you for coming through. Is there anything else you want to add before we complete this?
Nah, man. Thank you
Socials.
for
How can we get in
Yes.
touch with you on the socials?
Oh, for sure. For me, at The Real Edu G, you can follow me on Instagram at The Real Edu G. I know guys knock on Facebook, but Facebook is actually one of the biggest social media platforms in Kenya if you want to do anything.
True.
Right? I'm not so much on TikTok because I don't do dance videos.
It's not necessarily dance, but okay.
I'm messing with you. Yeah, but The Real Edu G on Instagram, The Real Edu G also on TikTok, The Real Edu G also on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm casted. Thank you.
Oh, for sure.
All right. It's been a pleasure having you. Abstract, you want to say something else?
All I will say, Asante, thank you. And like I said, your flowers, thank you for opening ways for us,
I
guys.
appreciate, guys.
Much